Greetings.
Hello.
Hello there.
Humanoids.
Mutants. We watched the Deadpool film.
Yep.
And it was amazing.
Yep.
It really, really was.
Yeah, it took us ages to actually get around to watching it though.
Yeah.
But that was good because it wasn't cramped or anything in the cinema.
Yeah, so we got to enjoy it without people being on their phones, chucking popcorn everywhere. Usual cinema shit.
Yeah.
I don't know loads about Deadpool.
No, I kind of only got into the hype as soon as I heard of the film and I saw the trailers and I was like, this is amazing. I knew about him and I knew about his little flirtations with Spider-Man.
Oh, I show you all the pictures, didn't I? I love that series at the moment. It's the best.
But I didn't really know his background. I didn't know what kind of character it was. I knew that he was like an anti-hero sort of guy, but I didn't know too much about him.
So you used like fourth wall breaking quite a bit, didn't you?
Yes, yeah.
But they done it very, very well.
Definitely.
They done the fourth wall perfectly. It was in your face, but not to the point of for fuck's sake.
Yeah.
It literally just out of nowhere just started talking to the audience.
And it makes me a bit curious now. I want to see what it's like in the comics. Like, how is it to read? If that makes sense. I want to find out.
The way that he sort of does that is he has multiple voices in his head, right? That he just talks to himself all the time. That's why he does narration in the comics.
Oh, okay.
So he's like the narrator.
Oh, okay.
And he's always arguing with himself in his head at the same time.
Oh.
They don't quite want Deadpool games. They done 3 different voices, and people thought that people trapped in his head, but no, it's just Deadpool doing voices. But back to the film. We go on for so many fucking tangents.
I don't. That was just a passing comment. You carried it on, but thanks for telling me. So it was cool because I kind of wasn't expecting an origin story, but that's what we got, and I love the fact that it was almost like flashbacks without it like woo flashbacks. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it was. It was just. You know what? I'm in a shit situation. Let me tell you how I got in this shit situation.
Yeah. I loved it. It was witty, and then there was also so much emotion like behind it. But one minute it would be really depressing and really sad, and the next minute you're laughing your head off.
I know. Yeah.
But it wasn't like
but
it was a good
blended
transition.
Well. Yeah. It's hard to explain because it was kind of like bam, you're laughing again.
Yeah.
And bam, you're sad again.
It was drastic, like one end of the extreme.
But the way
to the
that
other.
they wrote it just flowed.
Definitely.
It didn't
really
stop
well.
flowing. There was not a bit that felt out of place, apart from Ryan Reynolds' penis. There's a few times where you see Ryan Reynolds' penis, and I'm not a big fan of Ryan Reynolds. I'm going to be honest.
Oh my god.
This is like the only film that I liked his acting, not his penis.
I don't think I actually. So he was because he was Green Lantern as well. I never watched Green Lantern.
That's the only film I've seen in him,
Oh.
and that's probably. I mean, everyone says he's a great actor, but when the only film you've seen him in is Green Lantern,
and that's why you don't like him.
You get a bit salty.
Yeah, well, this was the first time I've seen him. Love him. Like, I knew who he is. Obviously, I've just never seemed to have watched a film with him in it.
Yeah. But I mean, he has said before he's a huge fan of Deadpool, and that's why he wanted to do Origins Wolverine. But we all know how that turned out. They gave the Merc with a mouth, no mouth.
I didn't know he was in it until you said.
Yeah, I only found out it was Deadpool when they mentioned it in an interview.
Again, back to kind of the Green Lantern, how like you saw it in his pocket, or was it, at the very, very beginning when it was that still?
Yeah, yeah. It was like
Wonderful.
a cheap rip-off of Green Lantern. In a fake interview, it was. This is for Origins Wolverine. In the fake interview, Deadpool says that's a low point of his career. They know it's a bad film by this point.
Oh my God.
It's amazing. But yeah, back to the actual Deadpool movie.
Yeah.
You go.
No.
They have 2 X-Men in there.
That's what I was gonna say.
But they have Colossus and whatever her name is, emo teen kid.
Yeah, the moody generic emo girl.
Yeah, but they know it's the moody generic emo girl, and it's brilliant. But there's a point where he goes to the X-Men mansion, and it's only those 2, and it's like,
in this massive mansion,
and he points it out. It's like, it's fun, isn't it? How you're in this giant house and there's only 2 of you. It's like we couldn't afford any more X-Men.
I think that's one of the funniest moments.
And you know it's so true that Fox didn't give him the money.
Definitely. And they're like not very well known ones as well. Like, I didn't know who that girl was for one.
I knew who Colossus was, but I didn't know he was Russian.
But the romance between the girl, I didn't know how that was going to go because I knew there was a girl and I knew
I thought it was going to be generic love interest, but this is a...
The way that happened and their lifestyle was very interesting.
It was just non-stop sex.
Yeah.
Literally non-stop. But when they first met, like, obviously Deadpool was a hitman. He was a hitman before he became Deadpool, and he just bumps into her, and then it's like but she's a prostitute at first, isn't she?
I think she still wasn't she?
I think so, something like
and
that.
And then she went to bar work or something.
Yeah, but he paid for her for a few hours, and it just zooms to a scene where they're like right close to each other. He's like, I'm gonna put some balls in your hole. And then zoom, it's like, oh, I get it, you love skee ball.
It was so creepy. I was just like, oh. Oh my goodness.
But like he's constantly taking the piss out of the bad guys, even when he's in the worst situation possible. He's taking the piss out of them in their face.
Yeah.
It's incredible. The opening when he's saying everyone that's in it or who it's directed by is like starring a hot guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
A hot girl.
Oh my god.
Directed
by
an overpaid arsehole.
That was amazing. I love that. Francis, the villain. Is that his name? Francis?
Or
say my name. What's my name? Francis. I'll spell it out for you.
I'm really going to spell that out for you. You didn't notice at first how the eye, because the soldier that was the eye was mooning, did you?
No. But I want to talk about him as a villain and...
Oh, Francis.
Yeah, how he was like... being really mean to him. Like...
He was being so mean!
Why was he like that? Like, why would you get like people that are really ill and start that's just really horrible. Why would you do
You're really heartbroken
like,
by this,
really
aren't you?
upset me. And he was like, you know, I haven't got a cure. And he's like, and Deadpool's like, heart broke. And I was like, my heart broke. And that was just so sad. Why did he do that? That's so mean. There's no need for that meanness in this world. Obviously Francis must have some like deep-rooted problems, right? But you don't take it out on other people.
Do you know what the problem was? He saw Ryan Reynolds' penis.
Oh, for God's sake! No, it's not what this is about.
You're really tormented by this,
that
aren't
upset me a great deal. I was like, oh, you bastard, that's horrible.
you? Really tormented by this.
Yeah. I just wanted to say my little piece about that. I'm sorry, I'm over it. I'm not over it.
Oh my god.
I'm done. I'm
Jesus.
sorry.
I love all the... Throughout the whole film as well, there's constant film references.
Yeah.
Like, good ones as well.
Definitely more graphic than we thought it was going to be.
It shocked
like, someone got decapitated, someone got splattered against like a...
Someone just became mashed into a sign.
That was shocking. That was the part that really shocked you, wasn't it?
It's because it's a Marvel film.
Yeah.
I know it's Deadpool, but it's still... When you think of a Marvel film, you do think of the normal cinematic universe.
Yeah.
Well, I know this isn't part of the cinematic universe. This is the X-Men universe. But it still really shocks me, because even X-Men isn't... Even the Wolverine films aren't to that extent. They're still rated 12s.
I would like to say, just lastly, one thing for me at least. I liked the choice of music and how it was kind of like old school, like what they did with Guardians of the Galaxy. They have these old tunes and they're bringing it back, if that makes sense.
Yeah, and quite a lot of it was old school rap. But
yeah,
the
but
good,
I really liked
the
it.
good old school rap,
Yeah,
not
it was
your
really good.
not your shit hop.
But no, I thought the whole thing was done wonderfully. I'm so glad that I watched it.
Yeah, it was really, really good, and they even went to the point they took the piss out of the teaser bits at the end of every Marvel cinematic film.
Yes! Oh my god, yeah.
Like, it wasn't until the very end of the credits, it wasn't part way through. Deadpool just comes out in his like bathrobes like, why are you still here? The credits have ended, the film's
forget
over.
your rubbish, don't be that guy.
Yeah, this is just a dick move. It's like, and it just cuts out, it's like, it comes back to it, it's like, so wait, you expecting one of those ending things like you can expect like Samuel Jackson in an eye patch or a scanty little secret agent running around?
Or a little preview of what's next to come.
Yeah.
And he's like, but I can tell you this, and it was like...
We have, I can't remember the hero.
No, nor can I.
No, I can't remember the hero. Or villain, I can't remember the villain they're going to have now. But it's like, we've got this, we haven't cast anyone, but just look forward to it.
Yeah, we've got that.
Yeah, we're doing that, by the way. So we know there's going to be Deadpool 2 and it's going to be good.
I can't wait. I really can't.
No.
I bet we're going to have to wait ages, but I'm kind of glad because then it'll be done well.
Yeah.
Ah, it was great.
I'm
just very happy. It makes me want to go and read some of the comics and stuff.
Yeah,
now.
I want to read more of the comic. I want to read more of the Spider-Man Deadpool ones. They are the best.
But is that all you have to say?
As far as I'm aware, yes.
Yeah. Thank you very much for watching.
Thank you very much for watching.
Bye.
Bye.